By 1098, the First Crusade was in full motion. The Crusaders had marched across Anatolia, overcoming brutal hardships and fierce Seljuk resistance. Now they faced their greatest challenge, yet the heavily fortified city of Antioch, a key stronghold controlling the gateway to the Levant. Here, the ancestors of France, Italy, and Germany clashed with the Seljuk Turks, the ancestors of modern Turkey, in a brutal siege that would push both sides to their limits. The year is 1098. The Crusaders lay siege to Antioch. Antioch was one of the most heavily defended cities in the Middle East. Its massive walls, towering over 20 meters high, were lined with hundreds of watchtowers, making a direct assault nearly impossible. But for the Crusaders, capturing Antioch was essential. Without it, they had no safe route to Jerusalem. Led by Bohemond of Taranto, Godfrey of Bouillon, and Raymond of Toulouse, the Crusaders decided on a strategy of encirclement and starvation. For 7 long months, they surrounded the city, cutting off supplies and waiting for the defenders to break. Inside the walls, the Seljuk garrison, led by Yaghai Siyan, resisted fiercely. The defenders launched raids on Crusader camps, hoping to break the siege. Meanwhile, outside the city, the Crusaders were also suffering. With food supplies running low, they resorted to eating horses and even boiled leather just to survive. To make matters worse, a massive Seljuk relief army, led by Kurbaka of Mosul, was marching toward Antioch, ready to crush the Crusaders. The siege seemed doomed, but then betrayal changed everything. A discontented guard inside Antioch, an Armenian named Firuz, secretly opened a gate to the Crusaders. Under the cover of night, Bohemond's forces slipped into the city, overwhelming the defenders and seizing Antioch in a brutal battle. But just as victory seemed certain, the Crusaders now found themselves trapped. Kurbaga's army arrived, surrounding Antioch, turning the Crusaders from attackers into the besieged. Weakened and starving, the Crusaders were on the brink of destruction. Then, legend says a miracle happened. The Holy Lance, the spear that supposedly pierced Christ's side, was discovered inside the city. The relic inspired the Crusaders, giving them the morale boost they needed. Led by Bohemond and Godfrey, the Crusaders stormed out of Antioch, launching a surprise attack on Kurbaga's forces. Against all odds, they shattered the Seljuk army, sending them into full retreat. The battle was over. Antioch was in Crusader hands. But this wasn't just a victory, it was the turning point of the First Crusade. The Principality of Antioch was established, securing Christian control in the region for nearly 2 centuries. But could the Seljuks have crushed the Crusaders? Some historians suggest that if Kurbaka had attacked immediately instead of delaying, he could have wiped out the Crusaders before they recovered. If the defenders inside Antioch had held out a little longer, could the Crusaders have been starved into retreat? Or was the Crusader conquest of the Holy Land inevitable? Like and subscribe for more historical breakdowns.